It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening, sports fans. This is 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny Smith. Tonight, it'll be the Detroit Pistons going up against the Boston.
We are live. How it's ended. Yeah, he's special, DA. Absolutely. Thanks. Each team with the deep roster here, C-Web, and I'm sure you can recall the best bench that you ever played with in the NBA.
I tell you what, when I was in Sacramento, the bench was so good, they had a name, and it was the bench mob, and that was the John Barrys, Scott Pollard, Bobby Jackson, sixth man of the year.
Bobby Jackson, yeah.
Oh, Bobby Jackson was tough, I tell you what. So those type of guys, and you know why they were a great bench? They beat us up in practice every day. So all these guys, we would play against our second unit and lose in practice more than we would in games. So when we came into games, they would either hold the lead for us, or if we were lethargic, they established the lead, and it was because they played as their own unit. They were like the special SEAL team. They were like, listen, when you're in trouble, you guys call us. We'll be here as a unit. We have no ego. We're going to get the job done, and that's one of the reasons why playing in Sacramento was just so much fun.
And a look at the starters for the Pistons. They've got Chris Middleton. Will Barton is out there with Russell Westbrook. And then there's Steven Adams, and it's Bagley in at the power forward.
Whether he's attacking the basket or squaring up from long range, Westbrook is always dangerous.
Now here's Lowry. 12 points his last outing. Prince, right side, and it goes down 2 points. Prince has got his first bucket of the night.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Well, that opening right there, that's just because the defense failed to rotate.
Here's Westbrook. They really needed more from him in that loss to New York. Now here is Lowry, and so it looks like the Celtics will retain possession here.
Man, you love the effort. Just getting the hand in there and knocking it out.
Well, some of that, too, is just setting the tone by being aggressive. You need guys like this on your team.
Now here is Lowry. Stats on him, he's averaging 9 points a game. Hayward passes to Prince. Just 5 on the clock. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts. And here's Middleton bringing it up now for the Pistons. It's a 3-point game. First chance of the season for them to go up against this Celtics team. Takes the 13-footer, hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Working the in-between area, the kind of look that can get you into a rhythm early.
Yeah, I think he was surprised. He was so open. That's just a defensive breakdown.
And the 3 ball is good.
Hayward's a weapon. I mean, his impact isn't limited to any one area of the floor, inside or beyond the arc.
And Gordon Hayward is a player who's always found a way to add something to his game. Now he feels comfortable going at a defense either inside or out. Great strength when attacking the rim and can shrug off those defenders.
He's got to be wondering, how did he miss that? I mean, he had all the space in the world.
Outside Westbrook. Passes it to Adams. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook.
Love the attitude of Westbrook. Continues to improve at running the offense and finding ways to create opportunities for his teammates.
Now here is Lowry. From deep, Prince, and the Celtics hit again from deep.
And that's what you give up when you don't fight over the screen.
A lot of times your defense is your offense is your defense. This is poor decision-making right here. You can't let him have that shot. Also might have been a lack of effort.
And here is Adams after Taurean Prince hitting the 3.
He hasn't been his best this quarter.
Just under 3.5 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Detroit with the rebound. Up top, Barton. Defended by Hayward. Millsap with the steal. Barton against Hayward. No good with the layup. Pistons trailed by 5. Middleton on the wing. Guarded by Prince. Here's Westbrook. over Lowry. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And that concludes the leadership of Russell Westbrook is so important to the team, and Steven Adams.
He's doing just an unbelievable job at just controlling the guys, controlling the game.
You know, so much of leadership is that emotional component, motivating guys to give their all.
And Russ certainly leads by example with his competitive zeal, but he understands also he's got to bring his teammates with him.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1/4 of action so far. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Playing smart in this first period. Credit their unselfish play.
Always a good strategy. Get as many people involved as you can early on.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the Pistons, Steven Adams is out there with Bagley. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And seeing Gordon Hayward out there, you have to be glad that he was able to recover the way he has from that devastating injury on opening night last season.
And I remember your call of the moment, Kevin. The whole NBA world just was shocked on that opening night. As bad as it looked, it seemed to be clean enough to where Hayward won't have any lasting issues with it. The rehab obviously wasn't easy, and I'm sure Hayward is just thankful that he's been able to come back completely from that injury.
And it's blocked.
And a skilled shot blocker to boot. Love how Bagley uses that height and reach to stifle shooters.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Basket, good. Westbrook with it. And you can see his scoring totals. Those are some pretty good numbers. He's putting up close to 15 points a game on average. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Al Horford is a multiple all-star. And if you count his stats, you miss what he brings to the table. When you factor in his passing, his defense, his efficiency, he does all the things that help you win. Coach Brad Stevens said, Al Horford averaging 15 points a game for you is like other guys averaging 27. Kevin?
The definition of a pro. Terrific guy. Thank you, D.A.
Well, everyone knows that Horford relishes any chance he gets down low. Well, for the Pistons, their second season in the new downtown arena. I mean, all 4 of the city's major sports teams now play within a few blocks of one another. Something seen nowhere else in the country. Very special for Detroit.
The Pistons shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
And in terms of team numbers, the free throw percentage is right at 74.
And despite their new arena, attendance numbers for Pistons games could be better.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you got to have a winning record. Also, you have to make sure that you honor those of the past. When they opened the arena, can you believe that they did not bring the Bad Boys there or the Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton Pistons there to hang up their jerseys? You have to have a connection with the city. I mean, even in the arena, there's no signage as a Pistons. It is a hockey arena, so hopefully that will change, but you have to win first. And, you know, the city of Detroit is on a great rebound. I love seeing what we're doing.
Here's Lowry after the basket by Will Barton. The shot's good from Gordon Hayward.
If you thought the D was going to tighten up on him here in the second quarter, think again.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Trademarks of the many best point guards in the league, their ability to score in addition to distribute. So here now a look at the top scoring point guards this season. Russell Westbrook third.
Well, this is a collection of maybe the most well-rounded players in our league. I mean, to see those kinds of scoring numbers from the point guard position is crazy.
Yeah, Greg, these guys aren't there just to run the offense for the teams anymore. They are the offense. They can light it up.
Here's Horford following the basket by Russell Westbrook. And finished off by Horford.
No, you can't forget about Horford. I mean, carving out space inside for the putback.
There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half. The Pistons working the ball around now. Adams with it, and it's Horford picking him up. And Adams kicks to Westbrook. Good on the three-point shot. Westbrook's got 5 points now this quarter.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Hayward outside. Pass to Horford, and stolen by Barton. Off they go on a 3-on-1 break. And Adams now top of the key. Knocked away. Paul Millsap with the rebound.
D a little slow to get in his face. They're fortunate it didn't cost him.
From deep. The shot comes out. So it's Gordon Hayward making things. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. At the end of one, they were able to end up with a 5-point lead. Taking a look at the Celtics, and Shaq, what are your thoughts on Boston?
Well, I like what I saw from Gordon Hayward. Has a consistent approach. Good.
That about right.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Gordon Hayward with another strong contribution so far in this one.
His points production thus far off the charts. It's only been 2 quarters. Just a great effort for him for the entire half.
Yeah, right. I mean, the defense hasn't had an answer for this guy yet. Just too skilled, too driven thus far.
Hayward out there with Lowry, and it's Taurean Prince. Then there's Paul Millsap, and it's Horford in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Chris, you and I love guys with a great handle, and they can finish with either hand. And I know you've got a couple guys who you think do it better than most.
Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, right,
He's
exactly.
one of the best finishers that I've seen. Oh, my goodness, the way he can finger roll you with his left hand and throw it up so high the rain will come down with it and finishing off of both legs. You have to look at a guy like Harden as well, the way he finishes. How about LeBron James? As strong as he is, it seems like he just kind of gives you a shoulder with either shoulder, bumps and waits, and then lays it up nice, too. I mean, you have so many players. Curry, he's another guy that does it so well. I can keep going on and on, but those guys, don't forget about Mike Conley. He's ambidextrous. He might just shoot a jump shot with either hand. So you got to be careful when guarding these guys. Great finishers.
Good names you've mentioned. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Pistons. Trailing by 5. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. Westbrook double teamed. Looking for Adams. He gets it there. 5 to shoot. 3-pointer. Barton drills it from outside. Barton's got 5 points now this quarter.
Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
Lowry finds Horford. Back to Lowry. Prince outside. Pass to Millsap. Over Westbrook. Off the left rim and out.
They have yet to hit a shot, a real slow start here in the second half.
That shot misses.
Wow, he just does everything right there except hit the leg.
Hayward against Barton. Fader on the way. That one misses. And the Pistons now going the other way. And Russell Westbrook. He is a standard bearer for the Jordan brand with his own signature shoe, Greg. Few players have ever been as competitive as Michael Jordan, but you think Westbrook may be in that conversation?
No doubt about it. The similarities don't end there. The surreal athleticism, the will to dominate, and that fight, finding grudges to motivate them to their highest level. I think there's a kinship in how MJ and Russ approach the game.
Now here's Hayward. Following the miss by Russell Westbrook. That one goes. Counted. 14 points for Gordon Hayward.
Love watching Hayward fight through the contact. You see the improved strength working for him.
Westbrook scanning the floor. To the middle. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Lowry against Westbrook. The pass to Hayward. Dishes it to Horford. The three-pointer is right on target. Horford's got 7 points in the game.
And Horford is a calm presence on the court and in the locker room. He simply skies up and buries jumpers routinely over stiff defense.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
Three-pointer, Lowry, and Chris Middleton pulls it down. Pistons trail by 5. Barton right side. Here's Adams. Back to Middleton. The tray. It's good from long range. 7 points in the game.
Hey, look, he's not an easy man to defend. He'll get his points one way or another.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And on the floor for Detroit here in the fourth, we've got Russell Westbrook. Steven Adams is out there with Bagley. Then it's Chris Middleton, and it's Barton in at the 2 spot.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
But he's showing you he wants to close this game out. That's an attitude that he brings and is appreciated by this team.
Now here's Hayward, pass to Prince. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 2.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Adams, the pass to Westbrook. Offensive rebound, and Middleton kicks to Bagley. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Boston's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. Lowry with the ball. Now guarded by Barton. Lowry against Westbrook. Left side Lowry. Shoots over Barton. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
Yeah, clutch basket, even with him being on the short end of the stick, size-wise.
He's going to take that shot no matter who's on him. He wants the ball in those situations.
Now here's Westbrook. Middleton outside. From about 16, bucket is good. Middleton's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And you're starting to see some tired legs on those defenders as we come down the stretch here.
Yeah, Greg, but this ball game is too close to be taking plays off on D. I don't care how tired you are right now. You better suck it up.
But he stays with it. Hayward finds Lowry. Six to shoot. Back to Prince. Rebound, Detroit.
Jeez, maybe he was trying to show off or something right there.
I don't know, but one thing I do know is that he'll hear about that shot during the next time out.
Now here's Westbrook. That doesn't go on the chance to tie.
Well, you see the struggles he's having getting anything to go.
Yeah, but at the same time, you know if he can just break through this cold streak, he can give you what you need.
Pistons trail by 5. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. Fader on the way. No dice on the putback jam. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Boston. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Bounce pass from Westbrook. Martin passes to Adams. Count it! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And this has been a clinic on what not to do defensively. Just atrocious.
And it's been the same on both sides. Guys getting wide open looks all day.
Now here's Hayward. Boston needs to get off a shot. Millsap. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, no way that should have taken so long. They don't have that much time to waste. They need to foul immediately.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
And the second of 2 is good. That gives them a 4-point cushion.
And I like how scrappy and aggressive Lowry is on the court. And it's easy to see how much his teammates enjoy playing alongside him.
Now a timeout called by Detroit. They're trailing by 4. 8 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
It's going to be interesting to see what they draw up to get this quick shot.
Well, do you go with your rhythm? You have to decide, do you run something new, something that's been working, something they haven't seen?
8 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Bagley dishes to Westbrook. Misses the 3. And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it.